This is a recording, remote recording in fact, of another machine that I have in the office, which is a Windows XP machine, as you can see. We're going to do a quick merge using Word 2003, I think it is, on this machine anyway. So what I've done is I've downloaded the two files, the two source files, so the Word file and the Excel file. You'll need both files, and I've just dropped them on the desktop. Desktop's plain because when I'm remoting into the machine, it is remote. We're using TeamViewer here to go into the machine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open up the Word file. Don't need to go into the Excel file really. The only time you need to go in there is if you want to change the date. So it opens up and it asks you to run an SQL command. We say yes. And then it opens up, and as you can see, it's showing all the codes and what have you. What I'm going to do is just change this down to sort of 2 pages so you can see what's going on a bit better. So this is what the source file looks like. It looks pretty horrible, doesn't it, at this stage of the game? So to get into the mail merge, you go into Tools and Letters and Mailings, which on the full screen is tucked in there. So we go to Mail Merge. And this will pop up a little sidebar here. This is all looking very slow, I know, but don't worry about it. Stick with me here. So we skip on to the next section, and we want to go and preview, and then all of a sudden all will become clear. Whoosh, look at that. So that's showing the first week. We go into the second week. Ignore the fact it says recipient. That's thinking it's a letter, you see. And so we can step through the just to show that it's all there. So that's fine. So now we go to complete merge, and we click on edit individual letters, and this will say all, so we want to do all of those. And what it's doing now is it's now actually building the new file, which you can see down here, down the bottom here, up to page. It's moving along at a reasonable sort of pace, but we're getting there eventually. And this will eventually go to about, I think it's either 52 or 53, something like that. Because they, oh no, it's more than that. So there we go. So again, we're in a new file now, so I'm going to change this back to 2 pages again so you can see what's going on. And there we have the first start of our year. We go down the page, slowly but surely, and there we have it. This is so slow because it's coming across my network, you see. And we go back to the top. What we now have to do is we have to insert a page break. Now if I can home in on this a bit better so we can see what's going on. I'm going to put a page break there. It's a tiny little page thing there, just outside the table. So we insert break, page break, OK. And go back to 2 pages again. So this is now starting on page 2. Page 2 being a left-hand page, which is what we want it to be. We want that page, the first page of the diary, to be page 2. So when you print it out, you have to print out page 1 as well, even though it's blank. So that the diary, once it's open, 2 being on the left, page 3 being on the right, and it all falls into place then. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to, when we do the merge, it actually mixes in a load of section breaks. So what we want to do is look for special section break, which is a sort of raise the power or whatever, B, and replace it with nothing. Replace all. And there we go. And it's done it. So that's that. What this will have done is got the margins right, so that you'll see the, We'll go down the page. It's slightly out of sync at the minute. So this being left-hand page, we want a narrow left-hand margin and a wider right-hand margin, because this is where it's going to be punched. And then similarly for the page 3, which effectively is the right-hand page, we want a broader in the gutter margin and a narrow margin there. And that's basically it. What we do now is we just go save, and we're done. So save as, we'll give it a name. I'm going to drop it on the desktop again so you can see where it ends up. And we'll call it 2013 merged week review. Save it as a Word document, save. And there you are, done. So we close Word. We come back to our original source documents here. We can close that now as well. This might ask us to save it. Yeah, well, let's do that anyway. And hopefully, clunter. Here we go. And there we have our merged file. Boom, ready to print. So print. It's an A4 document, so you can either print it on A4 or you can booklet print it. So it then becomes A5 format. Or if you want to print it on A5 paper, you need to scale it down to sort of 70% to fit onto A5. There we have it.